Welcome to our 5 on 5. Pleased to be joined today by Josie Molloy, the new CEO and President of the Grants Pass Josephine County Chamber of Commerce. Josie, welcome. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing very well. So on the position only for a few weeks now, starting in mid to late August. Tell us a little bit about your background.
Yeah, so I grew up in southeastern Oregon by Crane, Oregon. But the last 12 years I've lived in Laramie, Wyoming. I work for the Laramie Chamber Business Alliance there, which is the local Chamber of Commerce and Economic Development. And then I just moved to Grants Pass a few weeks ago.
Yeah, that's exciting. So before we get into why Grants Pass, I'm curious, obviously coming in with experience from a different chamber, you're going to be carrying over ideas and things you can do. What are the differences, would you say, between what you've seen already in albeit little time in Grants Pass versus what's going on in Laramie?
So they're very similar. They're about the same population. So Laramie was a little bit smaller, about 30,000. But the only difference really is that Laramie had the Economic Development and Chamber of Commerce together. So Grants Pass is just the Chamber of Commerce, but they both are out there advocating for businesses and work with local companies. So I'm very excited to continue on working in the Chamber of Commerce world. Okay,
and we're obviously happy to have an Oregonian back in
yes.
the area. So beyond that, perhaps getting to come home or relatively close to home. What about Grants Pass excited you?
So I really like Grants Pass just because there's so much outdoor activity. And I went downtown. I just fell in love with the historic downtown and everything that Grants Pass has to offer. And all the business owners were so friendly that you get that small town feeling, although you have all the amenities that a town offers.
Yeah, excellent. Okay, we're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll have much more in just a moment. Stay with us. Welcome back to our 5 on 5. Again, we're here with Josie Molloy, the CEO and President of the Grants Pass Josephine County Chamber of Commerce. Josie just new to the position starting in mid to late August. So it's hard to come in maybe to say you have goals in mind for things you want to do with the organization, but generally speaking, do you have some things that you are anticipating moving on?
Yeah, absolutely. So I've only been here a few weeks. Yeah. But one thing I really want to focus on is getting the young professionals involved in the Chamber of Commerce and their community. So we're going to work on creating a young professionals network. I think Medford just added one a little while ago. So Grants Pass will start their own. And then I also want to bring back, they used to do a leadership program. It's been gone for several years and we had a great one in Laramie. So I'm really planning on starting that leadership program, getting people involved. I know Chamber of Commerce's struggle with getting the millennials and young professionals involved in the Chamber of Commerce. So by creating these two programs, we can bring them in so they know what Chamber of Commerce's do and get them involved.
Yeah, okay. And what about smoke? I know you're coming in, you're obviously familiar with what's been going on this summer. Yes. Is there something that the Chamber can do to help businesses through, when there's pretty limited options of what can be done? You guys have to look into it, I suppose. Is there anything you guys are doing?
Yeah, absolutely. So we're getting together a survey that will be sent out to all the local businesses in Grants Pass and Josephine County, so we can start collecting how they've been impacted by the smoke. I know it's really affected tourism, so we want those businesses to actually submit numbers if they've had to close, lay off people, anything like that, so we can submit it to Salem so everyone knows how it's affecting Grants Pass.
Certainly. Okay. Well, great to meet you. Welcome to the area.
Nice
Thanks for coming in.
Thanks to meet you too. Thanks for having me.
My pleasure. Stay with us. We'll be right back.